Ashe Collective, and thank you for joining me here at Nesia Star Tarot. So, first, I want to thank you all for your time that you spend with me. We're going to go ahead and do a love reading, getting into the energy now. Right off the bat, I want to say, tell somebody you love them. Especially like if you've been holding it in or holding back, like this is the perfect time to just let those emotions flow. You may be even creating a blockage in other areas because you're not speaking up on how you really feel. Again, this is a love reading for the collective, so take this as it applies. It doesn't necessarily have to be in a partnership. It could be any type of relationship, such as like speaking up at work with coworkers or a boss, or like family members, friends, acquaintances, whoever. I mean, it could be a neighbor, whoever it is that like something you've been holding back, something that like I feel like it keeps repeating though, something that keeps being brought to light or keeps being brought to the forefront or the front burner on the stove, right? You gotta cycle things around the stove. So now it's time to bring this one back up to cook because it's been stewing, right? Is the energy. First card's out. Excuse me. We have a Four of Wands with an offer, I want to say, from a Page of Cups. So this would be Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. This was somebody that really wasn't looking for much to offer at the time, I feel like, because they may see like a divine, and that's crazy I'm even saying this, somebody really sees a divine partnership in you, but they're not willing to apologize is the energy I'm getting here. Or like it's almost like you tugged at too many emotions where now you've got them like, let me step back. Or like you're drawn, too many emotions are being drawn out. And it's funny because there's a fish in his cup. So it's like life, luck, fortune. It's almost like you were the key to success, or somebody saw some success with you, whether it be like a marriage, a relationship, a partnership, like working together as a team. But they didn't say it. And that's the energy too. Somebody wasn't speaking. This isn't swords. It's not even actions. I say they're coming towards you, but this is like passive aggressiveness. Somebody's shy. Somebody's too shy to even like, I feel like the cup is wanting to be presented. They want long-term stability, but at the moment they're still a page or a prince. Like they're still maturing is the energy I get. There's still more that needs to be done to get to this level. So to reflect on the number 4, right? 4 corners, the square, like being a square. Somebody's really used to routine, really traditional. Somebody's really stuck on like upholding structure, values. They're building their values. They're building like long-term. It's long-term stability, right? Principles. I even get the 11-11 energy, that again, masculine, feminine partnerships, right? So it's like calling into question, even there's an apology that needs to be had within a partnership. Maybe somebody took advantage of a partnership. Moon at the bottom of the deck, something was hidden. So, and it's funny because I want to say somebody was like, because the immaturity, somebody maybe had like played on your emotions. Like I almost want to say like they could have taken advantage of like how nice you were is the energy I'm getting. But with the moon here, and again, this is a love reading, so we're going to keep trying to pull back the love in this energy. But I got to deliver the messages. There's still something hidden here. Something that's not being seen that somebody's gonna like. I feel like there's a lot of water here, a lot of tears, a lot of water still, even with the moon. Maybe you live by an ocean, but the dog's howling. I feel like something at night. It may be somebody like, and you're waiting on this person, like somebody that you spend a lot of time waiting up at night on. Somebody comes in late at night is the energy that I get. Hold on. Yeah, the Hermit. Or they're just a night owl. They're used to being up really late. But this is somebody that sticks to themselves. So it's like, but that's a big jump. They went from a Page to the Hermit. This is like grandfather energy. This is like the guided one, you know? I feel like, and it's still the Three of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Somebody's not showing you how mature they are. Somebody's playing out their immaturity, like through emotional means. It's like a waiting game, even to make a decision on what staff to use to step forward with. Yeah, his hand is still only on one of these staffs, so he was past decisions. This is wisdom. There was already lessons learned here. You've gone past this apology, this state of like upset, confusion, like playing the childish games. Like something's matured here. This could be a maturity in a relationship that somebody's waiting on or has been waiting on this energy to come in, and it's here. But I feel like isolation was needed. Like the Hermit is the one that walks alone for the most part. It's giving me the one that walked with God. Who walked off the earth? The book of Enoch, story of Enoch. Is he the one that walked with God? I just saw Three of Cups. So, and that's a celebration. I do get a party, I'm not gonna lie. Like this would be a wedding. This would be like coming together to celebrate something as well. It looks like a party in the background with the tents and stuff. Like I get maybe being like in a tropical area, celebrating an anniversary possibly. Maybe with the holidays, families coming together. But I still feel like somebody's really like, it's like you want to be isolated or you want to be alone, or maybe you're not saying it, but like a lot of people still are in oh, okay. Yeah, here we go. Clarity, right? The sun. It's funny, we went from the moon to the sun. So the day changed. Something changes in the day. But I was going to say COVID, Corona, whatever you want to call it, had a lot of people in isolation. Oh, and the deck isn't upside down, just this card is. This is irresponsible. Somebody's acting irresponsibly. Judgment was being called on the situation. And it's funny because Eight of Cups is showing. So it's like having to walk away from some irresponsible action someone took, but using your better judgment when it came to this relationship. There's some immaturity going on here. A lot of the page is reflecting the page. So I see Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and they're just reflecting each other. Like you see that, right? So someone is a direct reflection of you. The Empress is, I'll pull what came out next and we'll call it a day. But we have here Six of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Equal give and take. Someone being or feeling like they're in the position to give. And it looks like they're giving, offering at least to more than one. But someone feels neglected as well here. In the scenario I'm feeling, because it's like you almost have to make a decision here of who you can offer to. It's funny because the Hermit's in alignment with the Empress, and maybe that's the judgment that's being called here. Somebody had to make a decision. Somebody had to, and it's only like your immaturity is being reflected like through the partnership, through the other. There was death and judgment, both came out here. A lot of Scorpio energy there, and that's that water energy. So again, that immaturity. I feel like this is really strong earth signs. This is a Virgo with the Hermit. The Empress is Libra and Taurus. Judgment, as I said, Scorpio. And then we do have fire, 3 fire, which would be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. So not really a lot of earth representation, not a lot of groundedness in all of this. And the decisions, somebody's not trusting their intuition. And again, you're giving away too much. So it's like giving away too much energy. Maybe you feel drained right now because like, I feel like almost loaning out too much, like promising your time to too many things. Maybe your money, maybe your abilities, maybe your housing, maybe your possessions, even like literally letting someone else borrow. Or it's funny I said a neighbor because it's like the neighbor could be coming over to borrow, and since you said yes, now they're just always there. Or like it's like once you open that gate, it's just been a reoccurring circumstance that you haven't spoken up about, that enlightenment came, that a judgment call needed to be made, because the reflectiveness here was like the immaturity, the pettiness, the and this could be again with even within a partnership, like you guys not seeing eye to eye and reaching that state of like like a level of immaturity where you're taking steps backwards instead of steps forwards because of like the offers are getting smaller and smaller, or the time is getting smaller and smaller, or like the emotional connection is lacking in some instance, or something's like shrinking, I want to say. Or at least that's the perception, or that's how it felt. I want to, because the energy here is they still view you, someone still